Hey, wealth builders. You know who it is, Artesia Simpson. He's looking kind of salty because this is our second take because he lost the video. So anyway, really quickly, my pastor said something about, you all know that verse, you all who, follow Jesus Christ, y'all know that verse about, and read the word, the verse about leaving an inheritance to your children's children. Well, we hear that scripture and we were like, okay, I know that. All right. But one
What
thing,
scripture is it? Still don't know. You didn't
you
even
know
know the
what?
last
You
video
know
you
what?
did.
Bump you. Okay, you said it was Proverbs 13 and 22.
13,
Okay, I
22.
got it.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Don't put me on blast. Anyway, I'll deal with you later. So, but the thing he said was the choices that we make today affect our children and our children's children. And I that was so powerful to me because I just think about some of the things that we say and how we treat our children. Like they didn't ask to be here, but some of the things that we all say when they 18, they got to go and all this kind of stuff right here. And it's just like, what? If we haven't provided them a foundation in which to live and thrive, it's like they're gonna go out there into the world, they're gonna get ate up, they're gonna be in debt, they're gonna be mad, they're gonna because they just don't have the foundation to live. And so we just got to change our thinking. Our kids are our legacy. That's important, you know? So just the choices that you're making even today, and I mean we're talking about that scripture talks about generations and generations, but even like for instance, the car that you drive, paying $600 and $700, and we're not saying, hold on, we're not saying don't enjoy your life now, but we're saying in the seasons of life, make sure you're doing the right thing so that you can comfortably enjoy the finer things of life. Nobody's saying you shouldn't have them. We're just saying that
Stop going from broke generation to broke
and stop being
generation
so
to broke
selfish.
generation. And think about it. You got to be sick of that stuff. You got to be. I'm sick. I don't like using the word sick, but I hate it. I hate it. And like I said in the last take that we messed up, this is about money. We're talking about money. For all those who gonna say the deep ones that say, well, you can leave an inheritance of love and caring and sharing, and that's wonderful and that's great. But young wealth builders, we talking about money. When you go to church, you talk about Jesus. When you come here, we talking about money, and that's make no mistake about it.
We talk about
We
money at
talking
our
about
church.
we talking about you leaving money to the next generation. Because I knew my great grandmother, I knew my grandmother on both sides, and I know my parents, and broke, broke, broke. Okay, when is it gonna stop? And I heard a quote that says, serious people think about the future, plan for the future generations. People that are not serious plan for Saturday night. Most people know what they're doing this weekend, but they don't have a clue what the future is going to look like. They're not even planning for the future, don't even care about the future because they already given up. They look at their paycheck and say, how am I going to change this? What I'm going to do about this? They've already given up on life. You can't do that. You can't look at your kid and say, I've given up. 40 years of working, all I have is paycheck, a whole stack of paycheck stubs for you. Think about generations. Think about how I can set my family up.
Or even backing it up and saying, you know what, I am not able to send you to this camp, this year that can enrich you. And of course, we all know that things do occur in life and you may not be able to do everything. But thinking about your children, like for instance, when they get in middle school, when they get in high school and they want to do things, be able to, teach them the responsibility, but also have the resources to help them to be able to do it instead of just, telling them, well, you need to go get a job and, and being upset with them and angry. Like you have made these choices. So like, let's make better choices.
Right.
Let's do better for ourselves and for our children.
You mad at them because it's your fault. It's your fault. Because guess what? One of the things that we teach in our group, we teach a thing called cash asset cash, meaning you take your cash from working your job, put it into an asset that's going to make you money. It's going to make you more cash. But we realize that most people live by a principle, which is what we used to as well, called cash liability, no cash. So you take your money from your job and you go buying these Jordans, these Louis Vuittons, these Coach, these brand new cars, these sexy rims, You overspending, and now you don't have any money. And then when you're broke, you want to get mad. You want to get mad. Who you nobody to get mad at but the man in the mirror. So let's make better choices. Let's think generationally. And I'm gonna end by saying you want to get to the point where you have your money sitting in an account, living off the interest of it. That's how you pass money from one generation to the next, where you live off the interest, our children live off the interest, and their children lives off the interest, and that money continues. That's long money. That's real money.
Y'all take care. Get your income up.
Get your income up. That's the thing. That's our mantra. Get your money up. Get your money up.